Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is boy Sam from Pltr Training here, and today we'll be jumping into Pltr, Pltr Technologies. And first and foremost, I just want to say a massive thank you to every single one of you. We have finally hit 500, I say finally, we've done this in an insane amount of time. We have hit 500 subscribers and I cannot thank you all enough. And honestly, the support on this channel has been absolutely insane. And I can't thank you all enough for giving us a platform to present our thoughts on. So with that being said, today we're going to be looking at Pltr, and what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be doing a company profile, financial analysis, then we're going to do a graphical analysis, and then we're going to look at the recent news of Pltr, because there is actually a fair bit of recent news that has to be covered to give you all a better perspective of what's going on within this company. So with that being said, let's get on with the video. Before we get into the rest of the video, I just want to say that I'm in no way, shape or form a financial advisor, and please take anything I say with a pinch of salt. I'm simply a university student studying business and management, and that is all. Remember, stocks are battlefields. You can lose your money within the stocks, so only put in money which you can afford to lose. I can only scout the battlefield for you, and that is all. So, what is Pltr? And if you're anything like me, I have no idea what this company is, and I have just learnt about this company today. So I'm going to let you all know, and I'm going to present you all the company facts, all the facts about this company, and then you all can make your own mind up about the company. So, Pltr Technologies Incorporated builds and deploys software platforms for the intelligence community in the United States to assist in counter-terrorism investigations and operations. It offers Pltr Gotham, a software platform for government operatives in the defense and intelligence sectors, which enables users to identify patterns hidden deep within data sets, ranging from signals intelligence sources in reports from confidential informants, as well as facilities the handoff between analysts and operational users, helping operators plan and execute real-world responses to threats that have been identified within the platform. The company also provides Pltr Foundry, a platform that transforms the ways organizations operate by creating a central operating system for their data, and allows individual users to integrate and analyze the data they need in one place. Pltr Technologies was founded in 2003 and is headquartered in Denver, Colorado. So that is what the company is about, and we're going to get on to the shareholder statistics. So it's actually worth mentioning there are a lot of organizations and corporate bodies within Pltr Technologies as shareholders within the company. So first and foremost, they have some individuals within the company that own a fair amount. So for example, Peter Thiel, who is the co-founder and chairman of Pltr Technologies, currently owns 6.92% of Pltr. Then VC/PE firms own 7.96%, traditional investment 6.23%, public corporations own 6.19%, hedge funders own 4.31%, and bank/investment own 2.22%. So that is pretty much the main shareholders that you need to know within Pltr. And I don't think this is a bad thing, because having corporate bodies within a space, it shows that they wouldn't put their money into a company which they thought they were going to fail. That's just facts, because as a company, you do not want to be investing in something which is going to lose your money. That's bad for business. And their whole purpose is to make money out of investment. So in my opinion, I think this is actually a good thing. And I think it puts Pltr in a very good stead and a very strong position that all of these amazing brains within the industry are actually investing within this company. And also it's worth mentioning as well that we are currently, us retail investors, own 60.53% of Pltr. So that is the shareholder statistics. Let's go on with the financial composition. Okay, so before we get into the financial composition, it's very important for you all to understand where the revenue of Pltr is coming from. So I can tell you that they have 53.47% of commercial income coming in, and the other 46% comes from government investment. And this is all into their technologies and their security products, which they are outputting. Now, they sell it to a variety of different countries. So 39% is from the US, 33% is from the rest of the world. I'm not sure where that covers. It could be places like China, but it's not included. So I can only see rest of the world. Then 16% in the United Kingdom and 10% in France. They sell to a lot of places and they are an international company, which is always a good sign because it shows that they are good at adapting to their surroundings, and it's just good in general, to be fair. I'm more than happy with having international investments within companies. So it's good to show that their revenue's coming from different places as well, because it basically increases their reach as a company as well. Now, I tell you what, as a retail investor, I'm currently licking my lips when I see numbers like this. Now, they have improved significantly every single quarter, and it is absolutely insane. Every single quarter that they have reported, their cash flow, their net cash flow has improved every single time, which is just amazing to see. I love seeing sustainable growth in their company because it shows that they can reach those new heights. They can develop. They can make your money back, and they can give you a return on investment, which is all very important facts. And the fact that they have improved by another 200 million is just insane. It's since the last quarter. So they are showing consistent signs of improvement, which is things you love to see within a company. And we're going to quickly get on to what their current ratio is. So let me quickly find it. So their current ratio for the quarter is actually up. I remember looking at this. So this is up by, that is 3.74, so it's up by about 1.2%, which, if you don't know what a current ratio is their ability to pay back debt. And it's something that I always like covering within my videos because it shows what good financial position a company is in. So it shows they have more assets than what they do liabilities. And if we go down here, I'll have a screenshot, like a big screenshot on the screen so you all can see their quarterly liabilities to assets. They currently have a 43.41% ratio, which is really, really good. And the fact that they have a lot more assets than they do liabilities automatically puts the company in a very, very strong position because it shows they can pay back their debts. It shows that they can be a good, sustainable company, which is just, you just love to see it. You just love to see it. So now what we're going to do is get onto the graphical analysis. So moving on to the graphical analysis of PLTR. Now, what you're seeing right now doesn't look good on paper. I know it does look very bad. However, let me explain what's basically happened within PLTR. So what we have seen is we have seen a massive sell-off, which is shown within the volume. You see all this red, you see a bit of green. People have been buying in the dips. However, we have seen a sea of red. And that is because people have been selling off. Now, I'm trying to understand why. And if I do find out, I will put this somewhere within the video. However, what I'm seeing right now is I am seeing a flag. As you all know, we love using triangles within stocks and shares because it's a very good indicator of where a stock could go. Now, I've drawn this level of support here, which has 4 touch points, which I think is a very strong level of support considering it hasn't dropped below that in a very long time. And what we've got here is we've got a time frame of a day. So we're doing it every single day with the candlesticks. So it gives you a better overview of the bigger picture. So it was all the way it was at $45 per share, and now it's at 23. And you're probably wondering, why has it halved in price? Now, all I'm seeing right now is nothing to really worry about, because what I'm seeing is just a bearish flag. It's nothing too serious, because what normally happens within bearish flags is it hits its bottom point, and this level of support here is going to act as a potential catalyst to maybe rise the stock in the future. And it's very hard to tell within this formation, because you genuinely don't know. It's either going to rise above this and it's going to create a new support structure sort of around, it's hard to say. Let me get the golden rule thing up. So if we put this here and to there, so we have it at 100%, right? 100%, right? So what could happen is we could see a different support structure at that 23.6% mark, maybe a 38.2% mark, 50%, or 61.8%. This sort of graph is a very good indicator of where this stock could potentially go. However, if it falls below this mark, then it could create a lower support structure. And although you probably don't want to hear that, it could. But with its financial statistics, I think that this company is actually very undervalued right now. So I can see it creating a support structure at the top, because you have to take into account the graphical analysis and the financial analysis all in one. And if we're taking into account their financial report, which has been improving every single time, every single quarter, then I can see this company creating new levels of support up a bit. So I'm not sure when their next earnings are. You know what? Let me have a quick look. So actually, very interestingly, NASDAQ have not put an earnings date for PLTR yet. So I'm not sure when that's going to happen. However, what could happen is they will have to put an earnings report out there fairly soon, because their last earnings report that I have access to on Moomoo is, let me quickly check, financial statement, quarterly. So it was on the 31st of December. So what I think we will see is we will see another earnings report, but it will be probably around April time, because that would make sense because it's the quarter, right? So I reckon it will be sort of mid-April. We'll probably see a PLTR earnings report, which is POG. We love earnings reports, because what will happen is if it follows that trend that we have been talking about, it's only going to go up in value. So yeah, everything's looking up for PLTR, in my opinion. And we're now going to look at the recent news, because there are a few articles which I would like to cover and show you why PLTR is looking like a very, very good buy right now. Before actually getting into the news section of this, I just want to touch upon their short volume ratio, because it's always important with the company to see like how much it's getting shorted. And right now, PLTR's short volume ratio is 13.91%, which in my opinion is in no way enough for a short squeeze, especially when their short free borrow rate is only 0.28%, which is literally pennies. Like that, it's not high enough for there to be a short squeeze within PLTR. So there is no short squeeze available, in my opinion, in PLTR, unless I'm missing something. If I am, please leave in the comments down below, and I would love to know what I'm missing, because in my opinion, this company just looks like a very good long-term hold because of all the sustainable growth it has been showing. So yeah, we're going to get on with the news now. Now, as of recent, I have found this news article very recently that Cathie Woods Ark buys over 3 million Pltr shares. Two of Cathie Woods Ark ETFs bought over 3 million shares of Pltr Technologies. It has been battered by poor earnings and a tech sell-off. However, it has been a long-term holding of Ark ETFs, and Wood has spoken well of management. Ark Innovation ETF bought 2.5 million shares of PLTR. Ark Next Generation Internet bought 867,000 shares. Now, although they're saying, right, there is bad earnings, from what I have seen, I don't see the earnings bad at all, in all honesty. Unless it's earnings per share, which, okay, maybe that's gone down recently. So, I mean, all I'm seeing right now from Cathie Woods Ark, right, is that I think that they've just bought in a dip. I think they've just been smart about their investment, because from every single bit of information that I have, PLTR looks like it's going to go up. And the fact that Ark have now pretty much bought 3 million shares of like PLTR, which is their sole interest to make money. They are doing this to make money. They see potential within the company. Remember that. So what they have done is they have invested to make more money back on their shares. And it's very important to consider this when investing in the company, because these are the biggest brains within the industry. They know exactly what's going on. I'm only a business and management student. These guys do it for a living. So, you know, you have to take this into account, that the fact that they're investing money in PLTR, it's putting PLTR in a very good stead to grow. And that is what I'm going to touch upon in the next bit of the video. Okay, so I think I may have found the problem as to why PLTR has seen a massive sell-off. Now, I recently found this article and it was published yesterday. Oh no, Friday it was published. So, Pltr Technologies executives have continued to trim their holdings in the data analytics company in the wake of last week's expiration of a lockup and followed the company's direct listing in September. Over the past 2 days, 3 executives filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission to disclose the sale of about $18.5 million worth in stock. That brings total sales disclosed by Pltr leaders this week to nearly $112 million. In filings on Wednesday and Thursday, PLTR General Counsel Matthew Long disclosed the sale of another 291,000 shares, raising $8.5 million. That follows this previously disclosed sale of $12.6 million in stock. So essentially what they have done is they have sold shares, and that is the sell-off that we had been seeing, and they've done that to raise funds for their company, and I'm assuming for them as well as individuals, because they have pretty much just sold some of the shares which they owed. So essentially what we have seen is we have seen a sell-off, because what has happened is all of these securities, all these executives within the company are trying to raise more capital, which makes sense. So right now is actually not a bad time to invest, because what we have seen is we have seen a dip because of what they have done. And depending on what they do with that capital, is it going to really improve the company? Is it going to really take off? Because the security industry, there's not actually that much competition. If you look around, there's not much competition. So in retrospect, they actually could make a lot of money, and they could make us a lot of money as well, potentially. And I say that as a potential, because take anything I say with a pinch of salt, and remember that I'm not a financial advisor. So with that being said, PLTR to me, it's got the thumbs up. I like everything I'm seeing within this company, and I think this could genuinely be a very, very good buy. So with that being said, I hope you have all enjoyed this video. If you have, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new. It really helps the channel out, and we're now on the road to 1,000 subs. I never thought I'd ever be saying that, so thank you all so much. This has been your boy Sam from Pltr, and I'll see you next video on the channel. Take care, everyone.